Now we are just shifting our gears to second sloka. The second sloka is something beautiful. Because the second sloka is a very tiny sloka which consists of only 3 statements. One is Sarvam Hetad Brahma. The second is Ayam Atma Brahma. The third is Soyam Atma Chatushpat. Only 3 phases. Sarvam Hetad Brahma. Everything is God. There is not even an iota of exemption. Nothing is being exempted from this divine principle. Even the worst preposterous entity on this terra, on this universe, in this creation is God. The most grandest entity is still a God. An iota is a God. A dust particle is a God. Even a beautiful star kingdom is again God. So, there is no exemption. Nothing is being exempted from this divine principle. Everything is beautiful God. Am I clear? The second statement is Ayam Atma Brahma. The second statement is Ayam Atma Brahma. Ayam means he. This Atman itself is God. This Atman itself is God. The third statement is Soyam Atma Chatushpat. Saha Ayam Atma Chatushpat. That this spirit or soul consists of 4 phases. Saha means that. That means that Omkaram which has transfigured itself into God. This means now the beautiful spirit which has become a soul and which is very much captivated in your heart is again God, which consists of 4 phases. Which consists of 4 phases. I repeat, my dear, beautiful spiritual divine entities who are going to exist forever, who are impeccable, who are immortal, who are always joyous, who are always in the state of bliss, who are always in the state of ecstasy. And I love you. I am privileged to teach you. Teach the grandest beautiful knowledge. The second sloka, which consists of only 3 statements. It's a tiny sloka. It consists of only 3 statements. They are Sarvam Hetad Brahma. Second is Ayam Atma Brahma. Third is Soyam Atma Chatushpat. So, Sarvam Hetad Brahma means everything is God. You have taken birth in an outcast. Still you are God. You have taken birth in a beautiful, grandest caste. Still you are God. You have taken birth as a feminine gender. You are God. You have taken birth as a masculine gender. You are God. Now you are playing the character of villainary aspect. You are God. Everyone is God. Divine principle. Even a worst entity on this terra is again a God. Okay. You have got to know, in the first sloka, everything is Omkara. In the second sloka, everything is God. If you analyze these teachings, you will realize the insight that the Omkaram itself has transfigured itself into, the Omkaram has transfigured itself into God. In the sense, in the voyage, in the divine voyage, in the divine Mahaprasthana, the first phase is Omkaram, the second phase is God. The same Omkaram, in this particular juncture, it is termed as God. The beauty is Ayam Atma Brahma. The same God in the journey, in the voyage, in a particular juncture, it is termed as spirit or soul. So, my dear friends, you have got to realize the reconciliation between Omkaram and God, God and Atman. God and Atman. And third statement is Soyam Atma Chatushpat. Sah Ayam Atma Chatushpat. That this spirit consists of 4 phases. That this spirit consists of 4 phases. That reflects, resembles that Omkaram which has transformed itself into God. This reflects this soul which has right now occupied your heart. That God itself has become this soul. This soul or this spirit consists of 4 phases. That is the beauty of this particular teaching. Astu. So my dear aspirants, by this time you might have realized the strategy of Maharishi has been trying to teach, which doesn't have a chronological order, which is beyond an order, but still he is trying to teach us in a beautiful chronological way, step by step, phase by phase, in a detailed manner. Okay? First sloka teaches us that everything which is celebrating its existence, the source of existence is again Omkaram. Nothing has been exempted from this. Past, present and future, everything is Omkaram. Omkaram is the mother of all the gods and all the creation. Everything that is being created, the source is Omkaram. Everything which is celebrating its existence, again the source is Omkaram. In the second phase, that Omkaram itself in its divine voyage has transfigured into God. That is the second sloka. And the God in the same divine voyage has transfigured himself into something called spirit, something called consciousness, something called as soul. And that Omkaram which has transfigured itself into God, which has now become the soul or spirit or consciousness, consists of 4 different phases. That is the beautiful teaching. That's it.
तदक्षरमिदं सर्वं तस्योपव्याख्यानम् भूतं भवद्भविष्यदिति सर्वमोङ्कार एव यच्चान्यत्रिकालातीतं तदप्योङ्कार एव ब्रह्मा अयमात्मा ब्रह्मा सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानो बहिः प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्ग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः
మూడో శ్లోకం జాగరిక స్థాన బహిః ప్రజ్ఞ తర్వాత సప్తాంగ ఏకోన వింశతి ముఖ స్థూలభుక్ వైశ్వానర ప్రథమ పాద. నెవర్ ప్రిస్క్రైబ్ ఎ ప్రిస్క్రిప్షన్ టు ఏ డాక్టర్ అండ్ నెవర్ టీచ్ వాట్ టు టీచ్ అండ్ హౌ టు టీచ్ టు ఏ స్కాలర్లీ బీ. జాగరిక స్థానో బహిః ప్రజ్ఞ. సో హౌ డు యూ డిఫైన్ జాగృత అవస్థ? మై డియర్ aspirants, this beautiful teaching has begun with a beautiful verbiage called Jagruta Avastha. Jagarika Sthano. Jagarika Sthano means a state of awakening. Jagarika Sthano means a state of awakening. How the spirit or how the God can be in the state of awakening? Can be in the state of awakening. You know pretty well initially there was a voidness, there is a voidness, and the voidness has come into conscious on its own. The voidness has come into conscious on its own. Voidness gaining its conscious, the consciousness being conscious of its innate nature is called as awakening. Though it was present even before, but all of a sudden it has got awakened. In the sense, it has become conscious of its consciousness. That is called as awakening state. Am I clear? Am I clear? That is called as awakening state. The voidness has been celebrating, though the voidness is existing there. One fine morning, the voidness has gained its consciousness on its own. Okay? That particular state is being defined by this saint, this scholarly being, this master teacher as awakening state. Am I clear? So that is Jagrika Sthana. Bahihi prajna. Bahihi prajna. Now I am teaching you Bahihi prajna. Jagrika Sthana is the consciousness, the voidness, though it is in existence, till then it has not realized its existence. One fine morning, the consciousness is successful in gaining its conscious. It has become conscious about its consciousness. That particular state is being defined as awakening state. When the consciousness has become conscious of its existence, naturally what happens? It will also become conscious about the inherent impregnated divine miraculous performances. And over a span of period, it got sufficient maturity to explore and express its inner consciousness into the outer. Tanga ekona vimshati mukha. Saptanga eko na vimshati mukha. Saptanga eko na vimshati mukha. Saptanga eko na vimshati mukha. Astu. Stula book can be defined as, book means to experience. Stula means the crux, the nucleus part. The spirit when it has become conscious about its consciousness, it has also become conscious of its divine miraculous performances. Now it has begun to experience the nucleus part of its divine miraculous performances. Pradamaha padaha. This is the first phase. Pradamaha padaha. This is the first phase. That's it. Am I clear? This is third sloka. The third sloka is a particular phase where the Omkara, the so-called God, the consciousness or the spirit has become conscious about its existence. The moment the consciousness has gained its conscious, the moment the consciousness is conscious about its existence, the moment the consciousness has become conscious of its existence, it has also become conscious of its impregnated, unexplored, unexpressed divinity. Then it has contemplated, explored, and began to express the inherent divinity. This particular phase is called as awakening and Bahihi Prajna. And at this juncture, the true I am, myself, has begun to experience the crux and nucleus part of my innate consciousness. This is the first phase. It is very much being termed as Maharishi as Vaishvanaraha. So I am the Omkaram, I am the God, I am the spirit or soul, and I am the Vaishvanaraha. Shubham Jayastu. Clap for yourself.